Go.
Hello, boys and girls. I hope that you are doing well. I'm excited to read to you another story today, and this is one that you might have heard before. Often fairy tales, there's lots of different versions of them, so you might have heard this version or a different version, but today when you're listening to it, you have something that I want you to think about. At our school, we want students to be safe and respectful and responsible. So today when you're listening to this story, I want you to pay really close attention to this character. Her name is Goldilocks. And as we read, we'll stop and I want you to think, is she being safe and respectful and responsible? And you might think about the kind of choices that she's making and whether they might be good choices or not so good choices, and whether they might make the other characters feel good or not so good inside. So we'll think about that as we read today. This is called Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Here's Goldilocks. Here are the three bears. Let's pay attention to the way that she behaves and how it makes these characters feel. Okay? All right. Once there were three bears who lived together in a cozy little cottage. Each morning, they made yummy, scrummy porridge for breakfast. It was the best meal of the day. And you can zoom in if you need to, so it's okay if you don't see me. But one morning, Baby Bear said, "Ouch! This porridge is hot, hot, hot. Let's take a walk before breakfast and give it time to cool," said Mommy Bear. And so they did. Here I can see his face. It does look like it's burning him. It's too hot. No sooner had the bears left than someone peeked through the window. Someone with bright golden hair. Her name was Goldilocks, and she was a very curious little girl. Curious means you're really interested and always wondering about things. Goldilocks tap, tap, tapped on the door. "Hello," she called. "Hello." Tapping on the door and thinking about being respectful and safe. That seems like a good choice if you're curious about someone's house. But now I see the door opening. I know that the bears are gone. I'm thinking about whether she's being safe and respectful and responsible. When no answer came, she pushed the door open and crept inside to explore. Yes, Goldilocks is being respectful and responsible and safe, or no? What do you think? I don't think it's a good idea to go into somebody's house when they're not home. It's not safe or respectful. Goldilocks tiptoed into the kitchen and saw 3 bowls of yummy, scrummy porridge on the table. What a delicious smell! She slurped Daddy's porridge, but it was too lumpy. Oh my goodness, is that respectful to eat somebody's food when they're not there? She sipped Mommy's porridge, but it was too sweet. Then she tasted Baby Bear's porridge. It was just right. So she ate it all up. I bet you are thinking about Goldilocks' behavior, and you might be thinking, but that's not a very respectful thing to do. Goldilocks was very full, so she looked around for somewhere to sit. There in the sitting room were 3 magnificent chairs. She tried Daddy Bear's chair, but it was too hard. She squished into Mommy Bear's chair, but it was too soft. Then she rocked in Baby Bear's chair. It was just right. "Whee!" cried Goldilocks. She rocked and rocked and rocked and rocked faster and faster and faster until, as the reader right now, I have an idea of what might happen. She's rocking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I bet you have an idea too. Crash went the chair, and it broke into 100 pieces. "Oopsies," giggled Goldilocks. Boys and girls, I'm sure that you've made a mistake like that before. Maybe you've accidentally broken your brother's Legos, or spilled something of your sister's or your mom's or your friends. But I am hoping that you didn't giggle when that happened. And if you did, next time, maybe you might think about not laughing when you break something. Is that being very respectful? I don't think so. Let's see what she does now. She was having so much fun. I wonder what's upstairs, she asked. Wow, can you imagine going into somebody's house and walking up their stairs after you broke something and ate something? My goodness. Up in the bedroom were 3 wonderful beds. Goldilocks jumped on Daddy Bear's bed, but it was too squeaky. She bounced on Mommy Bear's bed, but it was too squishy. Then she hopped onto Baby Bear's bed. What do you think? Think about the other things that she's seen, the porridge and the chairs. Baby's was just right. That makes me think this one might be just right too. It was just right. Snored Goldilocks. She had fallen asleep. Oh my goodness, boys and girls. If somebody's in the room with you, you should tell them what you think about that. Here she is sleeping in a stranger's bed. Is that safe? And respectful and responsible. But as Goldilocks slept on, the 3 bears came home. They were very, very, very hungry. And when they opened the door, "Someone's been eating my porridge," growled Daddy Bear. "Someone's been eating my porridge," rumbled Mommy Bear. "Someone's been eating my porridge," cried Baby Bear, "and now it's all gone." Boys and girls, Goldilocks made some choices, and those choices made these characters feel sad inside and frustrated inside. The things that we do can make people feel good inside or not good inside, and it doesn't look like Goldilocks made these characters feel very good inside. And before Mommy Bear could make some more porridge, they heard a loud roar from the sitting room. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," growled Daddy Bear. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," rumbled Mommy Bear, rushing over. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," cried Baby Bear, "and now it's broken." Oh my goodness, kindergartner, or boys and girls, I bet you're thinking about how Goldilocks made this character feel. Makes me feel kind of sad for that character. But before Daddy Bear could fix the chair, they all heard a noise coming from above. One after the other, the 3 bears crept up the stairs. Oh, I can tell that they're walking very quietly. They must not want to wake or disturb anyone. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," growled Daddy Bear. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," rumbled Mommy Bear. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," cried Baby Bear, "and she's still here." Look at this. Look at Goldilocks now. Oh my goodness. Goldilocks opened her eyes. "Yikes!" she shrieked. 3 very hungry bears were staring down at her. Oh my goodness, I think I would know what I would do if I were her. What would you do if you were Goldilocks? Would you run out the door too? Goldilocks leaped up and dashed down the stairs and bumped into the kitchen table. Smack! The bowls of porridge flew up, 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 and the gooey porridge fell splat onto her golden hair. "Ew!" yelped Goldilocks. Boys and girls, is she feeling good inside right now? Sometimes when we do things that are not safe or respectful or responsible, we might end up not feeling very good either. Look at the picture here. Tell yourself what you notice is happening here. Here she's running away. Look at them, staring at Goldilocks. The last the three bears saw of Goldilocks was her dashing down the path, leaving a very sticky trail of porridge behind her. "Someone's covered in yummy, scrummy porridge," growled Daddy Bear. "Someone's covered in licky, sticky honey," tattled Mama Bear. "Can we have toast for breakfast instead?" said Baby Bear. And so they did. Boys and girls, remember how I told you a couple days ago that fairy tales often end with a happy ending? She's gone now, and these characters are probably feeling happy that they'll have their house to themselves. Think of one event that happened in this story with Goldilocks, and think about whether she was respectful and safe and responsible, and tell somebody about that. Or you could draw a picture. You could draw the most interesting event, and you could write what she did during that event and whether you think Goldilocks was being respectful or responsible or safe. You might be thinking about this part, and you might draw a picture of the broken chair, and you might say Goldilocks was not being respectful when she broke something and then giggled about it. Go ahead, and if you're in my classroom, you could even send me a picture of one of the you could send me a photo of one of the pictures and some of the writing you did about this story. If not, just tell somebody around you about this story and what event you were thinking about with Goldilocks. Okay?